All right, this is a lot longer than I thought it would be. Um, but our next match is a Full Metal Mayhem match. I do not know if there's going to be something on the line, hanging above, or something. I don't think so, as far as I know. But it'll be a I want to say first ever mixed Full Metal Mayhem match as Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards, well, obviously Eddie's wife, faces Davey Richards and his wife Angelina Love. They've been along there for a while. The Wolves were kind of separate due to Davey's injury. Uh, Eddie Edwards was a former world champion. Uh, Davey, not stripped him, but cost him the title, and these four have been going at it ever since. This match, I believe, is the first ever, like I said before, mixed or intergender Full Metal Mayhem match. I don't think anything will be hanging above. But for those who have never seen Full Metal Mayhem, it's basically TLC for TNA. Uh, and it's honestly the blow off for these two. We've had street fights ended no contest, which I don't know how that would happen. I probably do know how they would, knowing it's TNA or Impact, whatever the fuck it is now. But yeah. But I don't know in this one. I really don't. I want to say Eddie and Alicia finally get over Love and Richard, but I wasn't surprised if Richard and Love won. This next one's a fucking doozy because I know what it's gonna do. D'Angelo Williams, who currently, I want to say, is with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know if he's a free agent. Because he was a free agent recently. I think currently he's still a free agent. But he was with the Steelers for a while as I want to say rusher. I don't know that for sure. I don't know for sure. I know he was in Carolina for a little bit. As far as football goes, I mean, the guy's interesting. I mean, probably a former All-American. Not 100% sure on that, though. He was 7th overall in the Heisman, so that is something for you because, the Heisman's really competitive recently. A former Pro Bowler, God, I want to say he's a fucking running back. He's probably a fucking running back. I don't know for sure. But he's probably a fucking running back. But they teams up with his former football buddy and Impact Grand Champion, so that takes that out of there. Moose facing Chris Adonis. If you don't know that name, the former Chris Masters and Eli Drake in a tag team match. This one was just booked for the hell of it, really. And this isn't the first time we've seen football players or sports personalities in TNA. Who could forget fucking Pac-Man Jones being one half of the fucking NWA Tag Champions? That's another story for another time, but fuck, that did happen. But, I don't really know what he can do. That being D'Angelo, I don't really know what he can do in the ring. He's a heck of a rushing back. He's a heck of a guy from when I've seen him in the NFL. I really didn't watch this year due to the whole fucking Kaepernick thing. The fucking nailing on the anthem, which is just fucking disgraceful. Which a lot of sports people did that. I just stayed away from fucking sports because of that. It's another story for another time. But again, I feel like Moose and Williams will win just due to you don't want to hurt the guy because he's in free agency, or at least for now he's in free agency because I don't see anything of him being on another team, possibly Pittsburgh if they retain him. So you want him healthy, you want him to do everything he can, but it is what it is. But again, it's a fucking thing trying to get pay-per-view buys, so they have to do anything they can. Next up, the GFW Women's Championship will be unified with the Impact Wrestling's Knockout title in a match between both champions. Rosemary, the Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion, versus Sienna, who recently won it from Christina Von Eerie, the GFW Women's Champion. They'll be unifying those belts in a match. Rosemary, over the past few months, over the past year, really, has been great with the Broken Brilliance feud with the Broken Hardys and fucking Decay. I was about to say something else, but it was Decay. They're, of course, gone now to the Crazy Steve leaving and potentially going to NXT. There's another person that's left, Crazy Steve, potentially going to NXT. I knew there was somebody else. And we'll get to that because that also impacts one of the matches as well. Because Abyss is somehow gone, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Rosemary has been amazing as Knockouts champion. Had a last woman standing match with Jade. Had great matches with Jade. Other people as well, including Sienna. Sienna recently won the title. Had aligned herself with her brother KM, Kevin Matthews, and as well as Falaba, who is a fucking monster. We'll get to him if he's ever on a card here down the road. And Laurel Van Ness, who has been kind of crazy ever since a certain wedding didn't go down the way she wanted it to. Depending on if KM, Laurel, or Falaba are a part of this, not Falaba, Congo Kong. Fuck. Congo Kong was the guy with Laurel. But, you know, they're both fucking monsters. We'll get to them if they're ever on a match in TNA down the road. There probably won't be. At least maybe not for Bound Glory or an actual pay-per-view. Because, again, they mostly do fucking one-night onlys. Yeah, I feel dumber talking about TNA. It really, because it's just TNA, first of all. But you have to remember all this shit, which makes it harder. But again, if KM, Congo Kong, or Laurel get involved, Sienna will probably win and retain. However, Rosemary has helped Allie, explaining that the Hive sent her to protect Allie somewhat from Sienna and everybody. So Allie and Braxton Sutter and fucking Mahabali Shira could get involved in the match as well. But I feel like Sienna could win it. If someone could beat Rosemary, it could be Sienna. Just take another break because these fucking matches, Jesus.